Hey guys, today we're going to the cheapest food court in Toronto, as far as I know. It's called the Grange, and it's like right across OCAD University. So it's a great spot for like students on a budget, and for people like me on a budget. Anyway, so our first stop is going to be a Japanese eatery called Manpuku. It has a pretty diverse menu, and it's like the cheapest Japanese like restaurant in Toronto, pretty much. I don't know if you can call it a restaurant though. Anyway, it has seating places. So after Manpuku, we're going to head to Ka Nom, which is like right next to it. And that is like a Thai dessert place. That's the Ago, the Art Gallery of Ontario. And the weird looking building over there is OCAD. I would honestly be scared to go to that white, black and white building standing on the metal, what are they, like crochet sticks? Alright, so this is the outside of the Grange. Village by the Grange, okay. And yeah, so let's head inside. I'm assuming the rent is pretty affordable for the prices to be affordable. Cool. There's a coffee place. Yeah, I'm assuming I'm assuming the prices are affordable because of the rent. It's a pretty old like building, so I'm guessing that the rent is pretty affordable, and that translates to the food prices. But the newer editions of the food court are kind of expensive, to be honest. But anyway, so this is our first stop, Manpuku. It's like a corner spot, and they have like sitting areas inside, so it's like a legit restaurant inside the food court. Anyway, let's head in. Alright, so their menu is online, and as you can see, the prices are pretty affordable, and there are a lot of different options, and it's a pretty diverse menu. I was hesitating between natto curry, I've never tried that, and kitsune udon. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Alright, yeah, so I chose the kitsune udon. And it's only $5.80, $5.79, $5.80, less than $6. It's pretty good. And it's a hot day, but you know, hot liquid will make you sweat and make you cool down, so it'll all work out. Anyway, yeah, so this is the kitsune udon. Let me just switch my hands. It comes with a tofu pouch, some fish cakes, and you know, a broth. Nothing complicated, but you know, simple ingredients, delicious. It's not like spectacular. It's worth the price, definitely. But you know, don't expect 5-star Michelin restaurant with these prices. Anyway, so we'll dive into this now. Alright, so that kitsune udon was delicious. Now we're going right next door to Ka Nom to get some dessert and something to drink. So let me show you. This is where we're going to eat. And they have crepes, waffles, shaved ice, and baked goods, as well as Thai-inspired drinks and desserts. And they are also very, very affordable. I'll be getting the Thai iced... No, not the iced coffee. Should I get the iced coffee? No, I should... I'll get the Thai milk tea, and I think I'm gonna get their Basque cheesecake. Just because I'm stuffed from the kitsune udon. So, yeah, I don't think I can eat a lot. Alright, so... let's go. Alright, so I got the goods. I couldn't choose between these two drinks, so I thought might as well get both because they're $3. So yeah, so right now I'm sitting at the food court, and it's a lovely like glass house ceiling. And yeah, so I got the Thai tea Basque cheesecake. That's like the most unique flavor that they have. And this is like only $4. Usually it's like double the price. And I got a Thai milk tea, $3. And a Thai iced coffee, also $3. So I basically paid half price for everything, considering the usual market price for these things. So in total, I paid like 11 something with tip. So very, very affordable. The taste is also pretty good. I'm pretty sure. Last time I had gotten the Thai green tea. When it comes to Thai drinks, it's best to not adjust the sweetness because they use condensed milk, and if you ask for less sweet, it's going to be pretty bitter. Like the tea is very strong, and it's going to be less creamy, so definitely ask for like regular sweetness, whatever that is. I felt guilty buying 2 plastic cups full of drinks, so I'm only going to use 1 straw between them in the hopes that 1 less straw goes into the ocean and kills the turtles. This Thai iced coffee tastes like instant coffee with condensed milk. Pretty good. I will switch back to the Thai milk tea. Okay. Star of the day though is this Thai milk tea Basque cheesecake. If I can open it. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's not a huge slice, but like even if you pay $8, it's not going to be a bigger slice. It's honestly going to be the exact same size. So yeah, let's try. Oh, this one actually has like a crust at the bottom, which isn't supposed to be the case for Basque cheesecakes, but I guess just to keep the cheesecake from like wobbling and falling. It has like can you focus? Can you see the bottom? It has like a thin crust. It almost looks like a phyllo pastry crust. It's very thin, so it probably won't affect the taste that much. Nice. Nice, definitely nice. They have the right consistency. The middle of the cheesecake is very gooey, just as it should be. It's almost like a custard or a mousse. It's definitely a way less sweet version of Thai milk tea. Like, Thai milk tea is comparatively a lot sweeter, a lot more richer and stronger in taste. This is a way milder version of the Thai milk tea. So if you find that Thai milk tea is too sweet for you or too strong, this Basque cheesecake is the opposite of that. It's very mild, not too sweet, and you definitely get the taste of cheese. Very good. The only complaint I can have is like the crust at the bottom. Basque cheesecakes aren't supposed to have crusts at the bottom. Yeah, so that's my like only complaint. Yeah, with the tax and tip and everything, I paid like 7 something for the kitsune udon, which is still very affordable considering any Japanese restaurant that has udon usually starts at like $10, the cheapest. I came across something hard. Very small, but also hard in my cheesecake. The feeling when you're eating something obviously soft and you hear a crunch. I had that experience just now. I mean, I won't hold it against them. It's probably just like a spice that they used in the Thai milk tea. So, you know, shit happens sometimes. I don't mind. Alright, so while I'm eating and drinking, I want to update you on a few things. First, if you watched like one of my previous videos, I'm not sure which one, but I had mentioned that I wanted to start psychotherapy last May. Just because like I've been feeling stuck and I feel like there's this resistance to progress. There's this resistance to discipline and motivation and aligned work, focused work. And nothing I do is releasing or decreasing that resistance. So I was thinking that psychotherapy could help with releasing that resistance and, you know, finding more motivation and discipline to, you know, get shit done faster, more efficiently. But I realized that psychotherapy might be too expensive and too time consuming, too much of a long-term solution to actually see results quickly. So I let that marinate and I decided that I wanted to try hypnotherapy before trying psychotherapy. And hypnotherapy or hypnosis basically directly accesses your subconscious mind and suggests new beliefs to adopt in place of your old limiting beliefs. And I don't know how interested or how much you've researched hypnosis or hypnotherapy, but it sounds like almost like a miracle drug, a miracle therapy. So I really wanted to try it out just to see how much can change, how fast things can change. Because I'm pretty sure that resistance is mostly due to my subconscious beliefs, my thought patterns, my subconscious programming. So if I can change my subconscious beliefs and believe better things, more helpful things, then I might feel less resistance. I might feel more discipline and motivation, and hopefully have like better confidence and self-esteem. So those are the reasons why I'm going to try hypnosis and hypnotherapy. I actually have an appointment for this Saturday, and I'm pretty excited about it. Also kind of nervous because I'm not sure how suggestible I am. They did give me like self-suggestibility tests. Like basically I watched a video and kind of guesstimated how suggestible I am. And turns out I'm like on the lower end of normal suggestibility. So I'm not highly suggestible. So I'm kind of nervous to see if I'm suggestible enough to believe in the suggestions that the hypnotist is going to make. But they already gave me a treatment plan, and in the treatment plan, they wrote all the suggestions and principles and beliefs that they will suggest to me throughout the hypnosis sessions. So reading the treatment plan, looking over the suggestions, logically all the suggestions and beliefs seemed very obvious to me. Like all the suggestions make a lot of sense, and logically I believe them, but I'm pretty sure there's a difference between logically believing something and actually believing something. And I don't think I actually believe those suggestions to be true for me, right? So during the hypnosis sessions, they're basically going to suggest those beliefs directly to my subconscious mind if I'm able to enter that hypnotic state, so that my subconscious mind can actually truly believe the suggestions that are in the treatment plan. The hypnotist said it would take around 5 sessions for me to see significant progress, significant changes to my subconscious beliefs. So I will be purchasing like a 5-session package and do 5 sessions of hypnotherapy. And the cool thing about hypnosis is they don't care why or how you got those limiting beliefs that you have. Well, like they care, but like they're not focused on that. They're not asking you how you got those beliefs. They're not asking you the traumas that you've experienced. They're not asking you what led you to believe the things you believe about yourself. Instead, they're focusing on what beliefs will be helpful, what beliefs will make a positive change in your life, while also making sure that those beliefs are based on reality, based on facts, based on the objective truth as much as possible, so that you're not deluding yourself and like going to the other end of the extreme and like believing things that are positive but not true, right? It's also not healthy. It's also not helpful to believe in delusions about yourself, even if it's positive, like believing that I'm the best person ever, or believing that, you know, everything I say is right and everyone that objects is wrong, or like believing that I'm the most attractive person to ever exist. They're delusions, right? They're not going to help you actually adapt to reality in the best way possible. So the hypnotists are making sure that the suggestions that they make aren't delusions, but are actually helpful and realistic and healthy beliefs that any human should have in order to adapt to human living, adapt to adulthood in a healthy way. So I'll have to see how it goes. I'll update you on how the hypnosis sessions go. The five hypnosis sessions is going to take around 3 months to complete, because they progressively get, the interval between sessions progressively gets larger, so that you have a chance to apply those beliefs in real life and, get some feedback with real life experience. So my first session is going to be Saturday. If I choose to continue, which I will, the second session will be a week later, and then the third session is going to be probably like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, and then it's just going to continually, progressively get farther and farther apart. I'll see how it goes. We'll see. And I will definitely let you know if there's a big change that I notice in my day-to-day life. I also want to do hypnotherapy and hypnosis, because even though I know I shouldn't, a part of me compares my journey to the journeys I see on social media, on YouTube. And, yes, comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, my joy has been stolen from comparing myself to other content creators and their journeys, and how quickly they've been recognized, how quickly they've grown their channels and social media accounts. So I can't help but try to find blame in what I'm doing. I must be doing something wrong. I must be inadequate in some way that makes my journey a lot slower compared to other content creators, YouTubers. And theoretically, logically, I know that everyone's journey is different, right? You can't compare people's journeys with each other. You can't compare yourself to other people's journeys and blame yourself for where you are and how fast or slow you're going. But even though I know that, it's very hard not to fall into that trap of comparing yourself. Especially when you see someone younger than you achieving more in a shorter amount of time. It gets you thinking, if they're able to do it so fast and achieve all this recognition or success or whatever, what am I missing that I can't do that? So it's hard to figure out what I'm specifically missing that's preventing me from achieving that kind of success in a similar time frame. So if you're in a similar situation, if you're constantly comparing yourself to people that appear to be in a similar situation as you, who appear to be, around the same age, with around the same skills or talent, and you're comparing yourself to them and you feel bad about yourself because everyone that you see appears to be more successful or better off. I feel you. I feel you. it's tough. It's tough to be in that situation where you feel alone. You feel like you can succeed. You feel like you have what it takes to succeed, but for whatever reason, you don't see that in your reality. You don't see that coming to fruition. And you might be lacking certain habits. You might be lacking certain consistent behaviors. I'm definitely not as disciplined as I want to be. I'm not as focused as I want to be. So I know my behavior is contributing to my current situation, to my journey in some way. But even though I know that I have to change my behavior, even though I know I have to be more disciplined, more focused or whatever, it's still a hard place to be because, you know, the journey is lonely most of the time. It's a lonely journey. So if you're in a similar situation, if you can't help but compare yourself to other people who have reached a higher level of success in a shorter amount of time, I feel you. I really understand, and it's a valid feeling to have. It's very valid to feel this way, and we have to do whatever we can, whatever is in our control and power to adjust, to iterate and adapt and find solutions to whatever is blocking our progression, whatever is blocking our path, right? And I guess the only solution to like stop comparing yourself to other people is just to focus on what you're doing. Just focus on your own path, focus on the step ahead of you that you need to take. Easier said than done, obviously, as I'm still struggling with comparing myself. But like, instead of looking at the other side of the fence and envying the neighbor's green grass, let's just focus on watering our own grass, right? Making sure that our own grass is as healthy and green as can be by taking care of it, watering it, cutting it, allowing it to get some sun, pulling out weeds if you don't like weeds. So if we can just focus on our own front yard and water our own grass, take care of our own grass, we'll be too focused and absorbed in our work to even notice what color the grass is on the other side, right? So now that I've vocalized this, I should really focus on myself rather than look at what other people are doing. I've also noticed that when I compare myself to content creators or YouTubers that are a lot more successful than I am, I feel the need to emulate what they're doing. I feel the need to, I guess, copy in some sense. But when I notice that feeling, when I notice that thought of like, I guess I have to do it this way in order to be successful, I catch myself, because the last thing I want is to copy someone else. So every time, thankfully, I end up catching myself and like talking myself out of copying other YouTubers, because if I start copying other YouTubers or content creators, then what's going to be unique about me? Like, what's going to be unique about my content? In order to stand out, in order to have content that is actually unique enough to subscribe to. So I'm intentionally and consciously trying not to watch YouTube videos around the topics that I want to talk about, because I don't want to unconsciously copy them in any way. So instead of like copying other YouTubers or being inspired by them heavily, I'm trying to find my own style. But I do understand that trap. Like, it's very, very easy to fall into that trap of feeling like you have to copy a certain technique, feeling like you have to do something in a very specific way that the successful people are doing. I do understand that. I feel that very frequently. But I feel like it's very important to catch that and prevent yourself from following through with applying those specific techniques or approaches. But then again, I wonder if it would be helpful to emulate successful people in your field. I don't know. What do you think? Is it a good idea to start your journey emulating other people, copying other people's approach and techniques, and then slowly refining and finding your style later down the line? Or is it better to try to find your own style from the beginning? I don't know. That's actually a good video topic. Should we copy and emulate the most successful people in our field and slowly refine and iterate and adjust those techniques and approaches in order to find our unique style? Or should we start out trying to find our unique style like right off the bat? Maybe the thing I'm missing is copying other people. Maybe the thing I'm missing is that I'm not emulating other people's successful techniques or approaches or formats. Maybe if I gave them a chance and myself a chance, if I actually tried experimenting with different formats and techniques and approaches that the successful YouTubers are applying, maybe I'll be more successful in a shorter amount of time. Maybe I'm just being stubborn because I feel the need to be original and unique and, you know, take all the credit for myself. Yeah, I do have that tendency. I do have a very hipster tendency. I must not follow the crowd. I must not be mainstream. I must be original and creative. It's a pretty fine line to walk on, to find the balance between being original, having your own style, and applying what is known to work, right? So maybe I'm just being stubborn and I need to apply techniques and approaches and methods that are known to work to be successful in the field that I have chosen of content creation, YouTube. But maybe hypnosis will help with that. Hopefully. Maybe I'll reach a point where, you know, I'll be able to create a healthy balance between originality, authenticity, creativity, and applying what works. What is tried and true, known to work. How am I going to drink all this? I have no idea. Yeah, so that'll be all for today. I will try to finish these 2 drinks. It might take a while, but they're both very delicious, and I basically got 2 drinks for the price of 1 average drink. So highly recommend checking out the Grange if you're in Toronto. and specifically checking out Manpuku and Ka Nom. Very nice places. I'm very curious to know what you think about how to achieve the balance between originality and authenticity and, you know, uniqueness, and applying what is tried and true, applying methods and techniques and formats and approaches that are known to be successful in whatever field you're trying to be successful in, right? So I'm curious to know what you think about that. Let me know if I'm just being stubborn or if I have the right approach, and if I should just like continue trying to be as unique and authentic as possible and just like forego different, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That'll be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider checking out my other videos and subscribing to my channel. I would very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care. Bye.